Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Sundays with Sully. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't done so yet, here's the spiel, guys. Make sure to give us a like and a subscribe on YouTube at Navtronics to stay up to date and in the know with the latest happenings in the marine industry, as well as our wealth of videos showing our shop builds, shop walkthroughs, new boat builds, sea trials, boat show coverage. We've got all of that stuff in our YouTube library, so feel free to go down the rabbit hole after this video. All right, so what are we talking about this week? This week we're going to continue on with the JL kit, guys. Last week was the M6 Lux speakers. Now we are talking about some of their source units, in particular this white box right here, the Media Master 105 HR. That's going to be a behind the scenes source unit for you guys. This is going to be on a lot more OEMs as this continues to roll out. This is going to have an amp running through it. It has 4-volt pre-outs. We can do 4 zones with that. So it's going to give us a lot of control and functionality that we've come to expect in the marine audio world with the independent zone controls. This can get plumbed in via Nema 2000 to Raymarine, Garmin, or Simrad, and will work off of the audio tiles using standard PGNs from the Nema network. So it's very easy to use, very simple. Wire it up, run some RCAs, put it into an amp, you're up, you're running, you're good to go. You can also take this new remote from JL. I think the camera should be able to pick that up there. This is going to give us the ability to control 1 through 4 zones independently, or all zones at the same time. It's going to allow us to change our sources, hit play, turn up the volume, turn down the volume, turn it off, all of those different things right from this remote as well, paired via Bluetooth. So you've got good range with that. So if you happen to also have a Garmin 8600 or newer running the onehelm app, you can then get the Media Master MMA1HTML. It's a mouthful, guys, but basically what this is this is a web server that's going to allow us to run a onehelm app on our Garmin and give us the user interface that we're used to with the Garmin Media Masters now onto our Garmin display. This needs to be run on the network because it is a onehelm app. So you're going to come out of this with the Marine Network. You're going to then go up here, because it is a non-Garmin product, we need to put a PoeBlocker on it. Just like with anything else non-Garmin, it goes through the PoeBlocker, it goes into our GMS 10 hub in this case. We got a bunch of stuff on our network, and then drops down into our Garmin MFD. So now we are able to run a onehelm app for that. So now, through the joys of editing, I'm going to jump behind the scenes here, do a little screen grab, and show you guys exactly what that looks like from a onehelm app perspective. So let's go check it out. All right, so as you can see, we're kind of on our chart screen here. If we go over and we select the vessel button down there, you are now going to see a new button show up there. That button is the JL Audio Media Master. So when we go ahead and we select that, that is now going to bring up the onehelm screen. And we're going to see that the onehelm Media Master screen is starting to load. And now we're going to see a very familiar JL Audio interface here, and you're going to have your simple buttons down the side right there for you. You can go ahead and we can change our sources from right there, come in there, choose that, and select through all of those different things. As I mentioned before, we have volume control, we have multiple zones. In our selection, we're just running 2 zones on here. We're doing our Lux speakers and our sub, because again, this is for our showroom display. And then we hit the volume button one more time, brings us back to the page here, lets us know exactly what music we're listening to, and then we've got our controls here. If I hit play, that's going to go ahead and start that up, and we can turn the volume up. Very simple. We go ahead, we hit pause, and now we are back there. So that's it, guys. That is this week's Sundays with Sully. It's the JL Media Master, their onehelm application. There's a lot of stuff going on from JL here. We're really happy to be able to showcase this, and hopefully you guys learned a little something, and maybe something you can add to your new boat builds here in the future. So, did I not cover everything for you guys? Is there something you want to see more of? Leave it down below in the comments. Is there something maybe not JL related? Maybe it's something else you want to see in the marine industry I haven't talked about on a Sundays with Sully? leave it down below in the comments. I'll do my best to create content for you guys to keep you up to date and in the know on what's happening in the business. So that's all I've got. We've got a lot of, boat show videos on there. Miami was a couple weeks ago. We've got all the content from there. We've got a couple of boat builds. We've got our first V10 builds coming down the line here real soon. We've got some Starlink installs. We've got a lot of stuff going on, guys. So like I said, please give us a subscribe and a like on YouTube at Navtronics. Stay up to date and in the know. And I think that's all I got for you guys this week. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week with something cool and new, I'm sure. And until then, guys, peace.